Okay. Are you able to see right now?
Nice. Now we can see.
Okay.
Yeah, now we
Okay.
can see.
Okay, good then. Right. What I am talking about, right. First thing is Windows concept. Right. How to handle the multiple windows. Right. Windows can be opened on the same browser, or sometimes if we click, it will open a separate window also. Right. Suppose if I click on this plus symbol, what will happen? Tabs. These are all windows. Right. These are all windows. Either it can be opened in the same browser, or sometimes, right, if we click on it, it will open separate window also. This is also a same thing only. Right. This is also same. Right. It can be Windows can be opened either in the same browser or separate window also. Both will be same only. Right. Code will be same only to handle these things. But opening, sometimes it will open in the same browser, or sometimes it will open a separate window. Right. Sometimes we want to handle multiple also. Right. More than one. Right. It can open more than one. If you have a, right, that scenarios also will come. Right. Then how to handle this? Right. First thing, wherever we are, this is a parent window. Right. This is a parent window. Then before, right, suppose we'll take a scenario like first one is the two windows only. Next we will see more than that how to handle. Right. Currently I have only two windows, suppose. Right. Just I have created one test case, Windows test. Right. Just extended base test and created one test case, get driver dot get to open the URL. Right. I have opened the URL. Right. Before opening the child window, first get the ID of the main window. ID of the main window. How to get driver dot get window handle. It will return a some string, return unique window ID. It will return the some ID for that, right, whatever opened window. Now then click on the, now we have to click on, now we have to click on this, right, click on this, then it will open the some child window. Right, just we'll click on it, inspect it. Mm, okay, we have to click on this anchor tag. We can take ID, right? We can come from the parent class, right? We have a ID, right? Control F. We will write a CSS hash ID, right? Parent. Next, I want a tour identified. It is not identified. Div which has a ID, and then child element, right? I want a child element A, right? Then we can use greater than. If you want to identify the child, greater than A, right? We can identify like this CSS. Then just I want to click on this, right? Okay. Get driver dot find element by dot css. Just click on it. At least let me disable these things. Okay, once we click on it, now what will happen? It will open a two windows. Right. Now here we can wait for the after some time, right? Sometimes it will take some time to open the window. Sometimes it will open very fast. Sometimes, right? How to wait for it? We can write the explicit wait. Wait equal to no. Okay. Driver wait get driver of for duration of seconds. Okay. Sometimes seconds. Then wait dot wait dot until right expected conditions dot number of windows to be right how many two right parent is one child wait for number of windows will be two right once it is opened right we have clicked on this and then wait for it now we have to switch to the child window right now we want to switch to the child window how to switch to it right we can write some simple right for first we need to get the all the window opened window IDs. Right, how to get driver dot window handles. What it will do? It will return set. It will interview. They will ask what is the return type of get window handles. It is the set of string. Set of string. Right, we can do for loop. Right, we can get one by one window. Right, we have a main window. Right, we can compare it. If current window is not equal to main window, right, remaining is child window. Right, child window. Then we have switched to child window. Right, simple for loop. We are getting all the window handles. We are iterating one by one window handle. We are verifying with the previously right taken parent window. If it is not equal to parent window, that is child window. Then how to switch to it? Driver dot switch to dot window. It will switch to child window. Now, how to make sure? Okay, how should I know whether I switched or not correctly? Right, then I will do perform some action on it. I will, after clicking on it, right, I will, maybe I will click on this downloads, right, so that we will know, right, okay, inspect it. Uh, okay, we'll write a CSS for it, href, sorry, what is the syntax of it? Href slash downloads. Right, but I want to avoid this slash. Right, I want to avoid this slash. Then, but it is not identifying. But we have some symbols. If you know, I have idea. Uh, I will keep ends with. Right, a dollar. Dollar means ends with. Ends with downloads. Right, but we are getting how many? Again, two are coming. right? Somewhere it is as a ends with downloads. Right, then we will come with the parent. Right, it has a ID main nav bar. Under this main, right, these things are there. We'll see them dash ID. Okay, space. Right, if you want to identify child element anywhere, space. If we give greater than means immediate child, right, it will not identify A. We have to give the space so that under the main div, that means under this, right, under this div, wherever it is, right, wherever A tag contains, A tag ends with href downloads, it will identify. Right, space means wherever. Greater than means immediate child. Right, now I want to click on this. And get driver dot find element dot by dot css fetch dot click on it. Okay, once we click on it, what will happen? It will open the downloads. Okay, then we want to close it, child window. Right. How to close it? Get driver dot close. It will close the current window. Right. Once it is closed, main window will be there, but we have to switch to it. But a driver object still pointed to right child window only. Right. Without switching to child window. Right. Without switch to child window, we cannot do action. We have to click on the right. We have to switch to before doing any action on the parent window. We have to switch to it. Right, switch back to parent window, driver dot switch to dot window. Right, switch back. Then whether it is switched or not, again we will click on the, again we will click, simply will click on this, open the child window. Right, we can do any action, we already have it, just click on it so that we will know, okay, it is opened. Right, this is for only two windows, whenever we have a only two windows. Right, just right click and run as. Okay, it is open. It's clicking. Okay, it's clicked on the child window is open. Downloads open again. Right. Very fast. Okay, it's done. Two windows are. It is very easy only. Right. First we have to get the parent window. Then click on the any link. It will open the child window. Then get all the windows. Right. All the window. Wait for the windows to be opened, and then get all the window IDs. How to get driver dot window handles. We will get the all the set of window IDs, set of string. Right, we can here we are just looping one by one and comparing with the parent window, which is not equal to parent window, that is child window. Right, just we are switching to it. Get driver dot switch to dot window. Right, once it is identified, just break it. We'll come out of it. Right, and then we can perform any action on the child window, then close it, again switch back to parent window. We have to switch back to parent window again. Right, this is one of the scenario. It will work for both. Right, suppose if I click on separate window, click on it. Right, here also same window. This one also will work, but right, we will see that. But here what we have to do, first we have to click on this left side menu, then click on this. We have to do that. Right, here we will use the link text concept. We can, these are only anchor tags, right? Anchor tag which has a text. Right, how to click on it? We can use the link text. Right, then driver dot find element by dot link text. By dot link text. Right, dot click on. Then next one is okay, here ID is separate. Then ID is there. Then we don't have anchor tag here. Okay, button. We have only button. There is no tag. Just we'll try. Right. Just we have to verify whether it is working or not. Control F. Okay. Not identifying. Okay, it's identifying. Okay, fine. Right. That's it. We need to change these two only. Remaining everything will be same. Right. Let me open. Okay, run it. Right. If you don't understand anything, please ask me. Okay. Whatever. It
I
is
think that
still
link test is for first one, not the second option.
yes, Tether, I think we copy pasted wrong space. Now, once we open right, by default it will be on the first one.
Uh,
Right? We want
but
to
while selecting the link test, we have selected the first one, I think.
first one. Huh? Let me check it again. Why it is very slow. Okay, first one. Okay, this one we have to open new separate. Okay, right. Okay, fine. Okay, now it's clicked on it. Okay, it is opened a separate window. Right, it's work. Right, it's work fine. Whatever. Element not interactable. Which element? That is fine. Anyway, I think this is like element not interactable. This one. Tab A. Right, this one. We have to, I think we have to wait until the page load. This one, right? We have changed this one, right? But it should also click on it. But we have to wait until, right? Maybe just we can wait until that element clickable. expected
Hi.
element to
Can
be
we wait without
uh,
any expected condition for external wait?
without expected conditions.
Like thread dot sleep?
We cannot use that one, right? That is the hard coded wait.
No, I mean, in Selenium, is there anything similar to that? Just to wait for few seconds on screen.
No, in Selenium, only hard wait and dynamic waits will be there. Right. Hard wait is thread dot sleep. Right. The remaining things implicit, explicit, fluent waits. These are all dynamic waits.
Okay.
Right. Other than that, we don't have. You have any idea?
No, I was actually asking. I was not
Mm-hmm.
knowing about that.
Right. That is hard coded waits. 100% we should not use in the real time.
Um,
That is very rare scenario. Only 1% we will use thread dot sleep. That is if we are unable to handle it in any of the dynamic weight by using any of the dynamic weight, then only we will go for it. Otherwise, we will not use thread dot sleep.
okay.
Right, just wait for it and click on it. This is not our primary goal. Right, anyway, we are able to switch it. Right. This is only for two windows. Right, but suppose sometimes what will happen, interview question mostly they will ask, suppose I have suppose if we click here, see, multiple windows are there, one, two, three, one is parent, two are childs. Right, now I want to switch to, right, one of the window, how we will switch? Right, here one more approach we can, right, suppose just, let me take one more class, multiple windows test. Right, here what we will do, right after opening, just we need to switch to it and then click on it, right, just okay, space of code. Okay, now I want to click on this third link. Okay. Multiple windows and then click a button. Okay, multiple ID multiple and then child button. The child button. Okay, fine. Once click on it, just wait for number of windows should be 3. Now get the all the window IDs. Now get all the get driver dot get the window handles. Get all the window IDs. All the window IDs set of string. Right, in interview they will ask return type of it set of string. Right. Here what we will do, okay, we will iterate one by one. Create a string window ID, colon, all the window handles. Right, now here, first what we will do, okay, driver dot, switch to dot, window ID, we'll switch to it. Then what we will do, by using the get driver dot get title. By using title, we will write switch to it. I want to switch to, suppose first we should know what is the expected title, right? Expected title of the window. I want to switch to that name. Switch to title. Okay, I want to switch to this window. Right, we can create a one reusable method. Right, we can pass the title of the window by using the title of the window. Title means on top you are able to see, right? This is the frames and windows, index, and then Selenium. These are all titles. Suppose you don't know, right? First time maybe you don't know the title of it, right? Then what we can do? We can just print the first time, right? Maybe if you're not sure what is the title of it, right? Just print the title of all the windows. Right here, what we are doing, we are taking all the window handles, right? Iterating and print all the titles, right? Maybe first time you don't know, so we will print it. We will get the ID, then okay, it is opened all the window IDs. Let's see. These are the three window titles. Right. These are the titles of the. This is the parent window. Parent window. This is the child window. This is one more child window. Right. These three we have. Right. Now we can what we can do. We can create a one. Right. We can create one method. Reusable method. Private void switch to window. Right. By using title. I will pass the title. It will right switch to it. Then just what I will do. We can remove this code here and copy these ones. Right now, first we have switched to window and get the title, right, title of it. Right, if right, whatever title we will pass, right, whatever title we will pass is equal, right, maybe if you want equal ignore case, and then get driver dot get title. If both are equal, that means that is the already we have switched. Right, already we have switched, we no need to switch again. Already we have switched to the window and get the title and we are verifying. With the get driver dot get title, it will get okay, it is the expected, then break. That means come out of it. That means we are switched already. Right, we are switched. Suppose if it is not, right, what will happen? It will go to next window. Right, next window, and then it will switch to it, it will verify the title. If both are equal, if that is the expected window we are trying to switch, break it, come out of it. Right, that is the one of the way. This is the right best way. We can write it by using the title, and also we can write a private window. Suppose switch to window, right? Same thing. Method of overloading, right? We can have a same method name. Arguments will be different. Index. By using index also, we can switch to it. Right. First we can get the all the window handles, right? All the window handles. Then just convert to list, right? Set to list, right? New array list, right? Window handles. In the constructor, just pass the right. Pass it. It will convert to list, right? And now we can Right. Then how to switch to driver dot get driver dot switch to dot window name or ID we required, right? Right. Fine. Driver dot switch to dot get driver dot switch to dot window. Then list from the list. If we want to switch to index, we can pass the which index we want. Whatever index we will pass. Right. You want to switch to first index or second index, third index. Right. Just to get the right. If you pass right, we have converted to list. This list has a IDs. Right, if you want to switch to 0, it will start from 0. 0 is the parent, remaining our child. But this is not the best approach. Right, we don't know whether that index is which window exactly. Right, this is the best way. Maybe right by using that title so that you will know. Okay, we are switching to this window. This window we will know. Right, either any one of we can use. Suppose now I want to switch to window. Uh, Maybe right. This is the child window. Right? We want to switch to it index. Right. Now I want to write just see. I want to see whether right really switch to it or not. Right. For a local purpose. Right. While you are practicing, you can use the thread dot slip. Right. But in real time, we will not use. Right. Just I will give some 10 seconds. 1000 equal to 1 second. Alright, actually it is a checked exception. Again here it will come a concept of checked exception. Checked exception must be handled either by throws keyword or surround with try catch. Just add that. Okay. Right now what we are doing, we are open, we clicked on it, it will open the number of windows. Just we are trying to switch to child window. Okay, by using the title of the window. This is the title. Okay, fine. Now run it. Okay, it is clicked on it. It is opened. Right now, see now already switch it to index. It is focused on index. Right, index tab. Right, by using the title of the window, we can switch to it. Right, in interview, mostly they will ask like this. Right, if you have a number of windows more than two, right, then how to handle it? Either we can use index or title of it. Right, this is the Windows concept. Right, next one is the frames. Right, Windows is, are you okay? You have any doubts in the Windows? Right, similarly, we can write frames also. Right, right, what are frames? Right, frames, right, why developers use frames? Right, frames are used to just to, right, divide the page into multiple sections. Right, so that what will happen? They can easily place some content in the frames. Right, if you see any newspaper, right, if you open it, right, there might be multiple things will come. Right, we'll see. Is there anything? If you open anything, mm, just taking It's, it's not a right click. Oh, this website not allowing. I think they have. I think they have blocked. Right click or F12. Right, they have blocked it here. That's fine. Right, frames are used to just to right divide the web page and show the some content easily. Tomorrow, right, today I want to show every 1 hour I want to change some content. Right, then it's easy for them, right, to show content in the frames. Just to frames are used to divide the web page. Right, then there is a frames will be nested frames will be there, right, and the direct frames also will be there. Let's suppose if we take this is the main page, right, we can have a direct frames. Right, web page is right. Frames are used to divide the web page and then to show some content. Suppose these are the direct frames. 3 frames are there. Sometimes frame inside again a frame will come, child frame. Right, this is my frame 1. Right, frame 2. Then frame. Now this is the child frame again. Right, child frame. Now suppose if there is in the main frame, suppose if we have any button or something. Right, in the suppose this is the main frame, the direct frame. Right, directly we can switch to frame by using either index or ID or name or web element. 3 ways we can switch. We can identify, we can switch to frame and we can handle it either send keys or click on it. Right, we can driver dot switch to dot frame we can use, we can switch to it, we can handle the element. If it is a direct frames, we can directly switch to it and then we can handle it. If we want to come out of it, we can come out of it. Right, driver dot default content. Switch to default content, we will come out of the main page. Sometimes what will happen, nested frames, parent frame will be there, child frame will be there. Right, then how to handle it? Right, we cannot directly switch to child frame. We cannot directly switch to parent frame. We cannot. We have to switch to first parent, then child, then handle the element. Right, we have to switch to the first parent frame, then child frame, then handle the elements. We can come out of directly to the main page. Right, from while coming outside directly we can come. No need to come to child or right parent. We can directly come out of to the main page. If you want to switch to parent frame also we can switch. Right, we can also switch to parent frame and then main. You can also do it like this also. Right, we'll see that. Suppose here we have a 2 examples. One is the main frame. Right, this is the main frame. It has a some text box. And one more is the child frame. Right, it has a parent and then child and then text. Right, in real time what will happen? Right, we cannot see whether it is a right. By looking at the website, we don't know whether it is inside a frame or not. Right, sometimes directly we will identify the right element and try to enter the text. Right, we don't know in real time really it is inside a frame or not. Right, but we can right click on it element. sometimes we can identify like right click. See here it will show frame. Right, view frame source, reload frame. So if it is showing like this, it is inside a frame. Suppose if you click here, it will not show. Right, this portion is not in the frame. Only suppose if I right click here, it is this element is inside a frame. Sometimes it will block websites. Don't show this also. Right, then we have to inspect it and we can see the parent elements. Right, we can see parent here frame is there. That means this element input box is inside a frame, right? Inside a frame, right? If we try to identify, right, this element how to identify, right? We don't have any right text, right? We don't have any ID look attributes to identify it, right? If we try to identify by using the parent, right, we cannot identify it. Suppose Control F ID, right? Maybe we can see, right? It will not identify until for ID only it will identify. Then suppose if we try to identify frame and then child again, suppose if we try to identify. Under that it will not identify. Right. Under that frame, we cannot identify the elements of it. Right, we cannot. Then how to handle this? Right, first we have to switch to the frame. How to switch to the frame? First we have to identify. Right, if you try to right, first we'll create the example, then you will understand. Okay, frames test. Okay, fine. Mm, Right, this is we want the frames. That extends page test. Okay, once we open that, right, directly we will launch here. We are in a frame. Now I want to switch to this frame. Right, how to switch to the frame? Get driver dot switch to dot frame. We can switch to frame by using either index or name or ID or web element. If we want to switch to index, we should know how many, what is the index. Suppose I have, we see in this page 66 frames are there. Right, it is very difficult by using ID. Right, it is very difficult. Right, then how to identify, is there any ID this frame has? Right, it has ID or name. We can single frame. Right, it has a Control F. If you want to test it, we can test it. Right, only one. Right, we can use this frame ID. Right, driver dot switch to dot frame by using name or ID. We can give either name or ID. If you don't unable to find by using name or ID, also we can identify locator. Right, by using any attribute. Any attribute we can identify, and then we can give the web element also. Let's switch to frame. Right, now after switching to the frame, right, then driver knows only within the frame whatever elements are there within the frame, whatever elements there, only those elements only driver will know. Right, remaining it don't know. Within the frame only whatever elements frame will know. Right, within the frame I want to enter the text here. Right, it has only one input tag, entire frame. Right, if you observe entire frame, it has only one input tag. Right, these things we cannot identify in the browser. Right, we have to visualize it. Right, we have to visualize it. Input, right, we have only one input tag we have. So directly what I can do, get driver dot find element by dot tag name. Right, I can give the tag name of input and then some settings. So right, just automation. Right, now again if I want to come back to the parent, right, get driver dot right, how to get it? No handle, switch to dot default content. Right, this is applicable only for the frames. Right, some people will confuse about Windows. Right, in interview they will ask how to switch to main page. They will say immediately this one. Right, this is applicable only for frames only. Right, it is applicable for frames. Right, if you want to switch back to parent frame, we will use default content. Right, fine. Okay, just we'll see. Right, just I will write the thread dot sleep to see whether it is entered or not. Just dot sleep. Okay, just run it. Right click on TestNG test. Right, in real time we cannot visualize frames are there or not. Right, whenever sometimes you able to identify the element, but we are unable to click or enter that element. See, now it is entered here. If we directly enter the text here without switching to frame, it will say element not found exception. Right, element not found exception. Then we have to think about it, right? Okay, maybe it is inside a frame. In an interview also, they will cross check like this. They will ask, right? They will say in the browser, I am able to identify the element sometimes. Right, I can see the element, but I am unable to enter the text. Right, what might be the reasons? Right, they will cross check, right? What are the different reasons why we are unable to enter the text? Right, one of the reason may be if it is inside a frame, first we have to switch to it, then only we can enter the text. Suppose multi frames, right? Nested frames we will have, right? Parent and child and then text. Right, in this case, first we have to switch to parent, then child, then come to inside. If we directly switch to right child frame, we cannot switch. Suppose where it is, this is the child frame, this is the parent frame. Okay, what we will do, we will directly try to switch to parent frame. We'll see how it will work. Nested frames. Okay, then okay, launch this web page, but we have to click on this. Click on this link. Okay, we can use the link text. Let get down. Find element by dot link text. Let dot click on it. Okay, once we click on it, then I want to switch to, we'll try directly, we'll switch to child frame. What will happen is it able to, but how to identify it? It has a SRC, right? We can see web element. Control F, we will write as CSS. iframe, src. We can use the CSS locator starts with. Start with means we have to write a cap symbol. Right, where is this cap symbol? Okay, cap single frame. That means starts with. Frame, iframe, src starts with the single frame. Right? So it is unable to identify. First of all, this locator itself we are unable to identify because it is in a parent frame. Suppose if you try to identify multiple frames, right? This is the parent frame. Iframe src starts with. Right? I think we have given wrong syntax here. Right? We have to give before equal. Before equal, we have to give cap. Right? Now it is identified. We'll see single frame as a table to identify. Single frame. Right? It is able to, we are able to identify, but two are identified. This is one and one more. Somewhere it is there, one more. Okay, now how to do that? It has ID multiple, right? Parent tag, it has ID, hash, ID, space, under the multiple, no, under the multiple, it is not able to identify. Right, actually we want which one? Second one, right? Second one or first? We want second one, right? This is two of two, second one. Right, what we will do? We will do in another way. Okay. Just we want to try whether it is able to switch or not. Get driver dot switch to dot frame. Right, how to switch? Now by using the element get driver dot, we will use the find elements. Right, find elements by dot css. Right, two are identifying. Right, then find elements dot get off. Right, 0 or 1. Right, I want to switch to second one. Right, like this also we can write. Right, driver dot, how do you identify the element? Get driver dot find elements, CSS locator, it is identifying multiple elements. Right, it will return the find elements, what it will return? List of web element. Right, from the list we are switching to second one. And then try to enter the text. Right, and try to enter the text up. Right, we'll see this. Right now directly we switch it to child frame and then try to enter the text. Okay, still loading. See what happened. Index out of bounds exception. Right, here it's not identified element frame. Why? Because it is a nested frames. So what is the difference between find elements? Right. What is the difference?
Find elements will return list of elements, and w- find uh, find element will return a one single web element. And if there is no element found, find
Mm.
element method will give no such element exception.
Right. That's
Whereas,
why. That's why
yeah,
what happened? This element is unable to identify, so it is returned empty. Right? We don't have. So what will happen if we call index out of bounds exception? We don't have element in the first index or zero index. I think it is returned empty. Right? It will not throw any exception. Directly it will return empty. So empty means we are trying to retrieve first one. There is no element, so index out of bounds exception. Right? That means it is unable to identify child frame directly. Now what we have to do? We have to switch to parent frame first. Then we will see. Get driver dot switch to dot frame. Right? There is right whatever whether it is a child frame, parent frame, we have to use switch to dot frame. There is no parent frame, child frame names. Sometimes interview some people will tell parent frame, child frame. Right? Frame. Driver dot switch to frame, then switch to it. Then we'll see one more scenario. Parent is there. We'll see that. Now, what is the parent of it here? This is the parent, right? Iframe SRC starts with multiple frames, single quotes, multiple frames. Okay. Now I have to identify this element, right? Get driver dot find element by dot CSS locator get frame. Now see, right? I have switched to parent frame. Right now, driver knows only within the parent frame whatever is there. Those elements only driver knows. It don't know outside of the frame. Right? Inside, I am currently inside a frame. Then inside frame, how many child frames are there? Only one. Right? Only one frame is there. Right? Then directly we can switch to right. We no need to use these are all things. Directly switch to frame 0. Right? We have only one frame inside there. We have switched to parent frame. Inside a parent frame, how many frames are there? Only one. So directly we can switch to right a child frame. Right, starts with a 0. So first one is the 0. Right, only one is there. Directly we can switch to 0. Now again I am in the child frame. Right, now again I am in the child frame. So outside frames I don't know. Right, again driver will know only elements within the child only. So it has only one input tag directly. We can give input and then give. Suppose if I want to come back from the child to parent, right? I am in the child frame, right? If you want to come back to parent frame, there is a method we have driver dot switch to dot parent frame. From the child to parent, right? We can or directly we can switch to default content. That means directly to main page. Right. While entering into the frame, we have to follow parent child. But while coming out, we no need to follow. Right. Already we switched to default content here. Right. Now we will try. Right. Whenever we have a multiple frames, we must be very careful. We have to switch to parent, then only child, parent, child, and then enter the text. Now see, it is entered. It is able to identify, it is entered the text. Right. We cannot directly switch to child frame. We have to switch to parent, then child. While coming out, we can directly come out of it. Driver switch to default. If you want to switch to parent also, we can also switch to parent if required. If you have any right any operation you want to perform again on the parent, you can switch to parent and then we can come out of it default content. Right, this is about the friends. Right, any doubts you have?
Can you please
Clear with the
share this thing? Yeah, we are clear. And Venkat, if I want to practice like XPath and CSS selector, so how should I proceed on that? Uh,
right. The
like
first thing, right, you should know what are the different ways, right, in the CSS and XPath. Right, there are multiple things we have in the CSS. What is the syntax of first? Right, we should know first the syntax.
mm-hmm.
CSS syntax, XPath syntax, and then what is the CSS inside CSS? What is the attributes? Those are
Okay.
all we should know. Then only you can able to identify.
In
Right?
interview,
Maybe
definitely they will ask, right, to locate element. I mean, chances
maybe.
are.
Sometimes they will ask. They will open the browser. They will ask to write down the write any locator of it.
Mm.
Right? Maybe we'll see that in right. Actually, live sessions already completed live project. This is just external classes.
Okay.
Right, we will see tomorrow maybe, right? I will explain that locators maybe, right?